We may never know what we may become, and sometimes our past may come to bite us because through our shallowness we may take certain decisions in the heat of the moment, and these actions have a black mark in our lives. We are supposed to think conscientiously before we act. For certain cases, God may intervene, but all may not be so lucky that God would intervene in all our cases. Our behavior should be exemplary so that we can free ourselves from the future of guilt of having committed the sin. Hello friends, welcome to my channel All Things Spiritual. Today we will talk about the story of a boy who set out for revenge but later had a mind-blowing realization. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. There was once a boy and he asked his mother that all around the village people make fun of him, and why, when all over the village people tell that this is not his father, why do you say that this is my father? On the growing request of the boy, the mother caved in and said that this is actually your uncle and he is not your father, and the reason why we have lived with your uncle is that had he not provided us with shelter, we would have been homeless and forlorn. And to tell you the truth, your uncle is like your father only, and he loves you so much, such that he gives you more importance than his own son. And it was true, in fact, that his uncle was not differentiating between his own son and his nephew. To say the truth, the uncle was an ideal guardian to the kid. The reason to this was that these were all a purely spiritual family following the bhakti path. The reason was that the family was a family of rishis trusting to the world. Today each family cares about their own children, and one is not ready to care for beyond their families. So continuing on, the rishi gave this boy more love than his own son. The boy couldn't understand why the mother told that his uncle was his own father, and the people in the village used to contradict this, and the kids used to make fun of him. His uncle used to run a school of his own, and the kids of the school used to always be critical of this boy and his missing father. Such is the state of a being where they get satisfaction by criticizing other people. So the boy came to know from his mother that his father had been bitten by a snake and that he was a great rishi too. And then hearing this, the boy was then enraged, and he made up his mind to say that he wasn't going to leave any snake alive, and had he done that he would have incurred a great sin on his account. And as he rushed out of his home, he came across a snake and he picked up a stone and was quite ready to bust open the snake's hood. In the meantime, a rishi was passing by, and the person saw what was going to happen, and he questioned the boy that by killing this snake, would you get your father back? The boy replied, no. And do you know what is your future? The boy again shrugged and said he doesn't know about the future. The rishi told him that you are going to be a great rishi in the time to come. The world will sing praises of you for eons. Do not take such a hasty and impetuous decision. The boy told the traveling rishi that he had to face a lot of sufferings as a result of the father being gone and never around to take care of him. And my mother introduced my uncle as my father, and the people have criticized me a lot for this. The people have told me that I am an orphan and I am parentless. The rishi asked asked him, if you ever have felt the need for your father, considering that your uncle took such great care of you. Your uncle's abode is a rishi's abode, and what a loving relationship you got from your mother, your grandfather, and your uncle. The uncle was himself a great rishi, Rishi Swetaketu, and the nephew was none other than sage Ashtavakra. The sage Ashtavakra as a boy was very agitated and he was not steady those early days, but went on to be a great rishi himself. The traveling rishi then pacified him and told him that if you kill this snake today, it would not end here. You may go and kill more and more snakes and the cycle will continue. You are going to be a great rishi in the future and you are going to bring about great changes to the world in the future and will be forgiving and merciful. And if you kill this snake today, what are you going to tell the world tomorrow? The boy, hearing this, kept the stone down, and the traveling rishi was none other than God disguised as a traveling rishi. And as usual, God doesn't make these things very obvious. Also, the boy was so young to understand what was going on due to his own anger. God caught hold of his hand and made him sit at the side, and the boy also started to think, and the God told him that revenge is of no use. Snake was just a cause of the death of your father. Your father's lifespan was just that much, and the snake was just following the orders of the force of nature, and the snake followed the orders given to it. Your father has attained moksha, and the reason for your father's death by the cause of the snake was predestined, and therefore for you to be bitter about the snake has no valid reason. Did the snake bite your uncle? Did it bite your grandfather? And did the snake bite you? And the snakes have all gone by past you, and they never even passed a glance at you. And the future that is in front of you, there is a lot of scriptures that you are going to be instrumental in, and you are going to be a spiritual warrior in that sense. God stopped him in his tracks from incurring such a big sin in his life, and due to that he achieved great fame all over. He also asked for forgiveness from his uncle Swetaketu because he was angry at him for no reason, and Swetaketu then gave the reins into the hands of his nephew sage Ashtavakra. How did you like the story about Swetaketu's nephew sage Ashtavakra? Please let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.